cares and the troubles that have come along to you. And the second initiation is very important. It's like a plane approaching the sound barrier. Sometimes the ride gets rough. But when this happens, remember that it's only soul meeting itself. Soul meeting the imperfections that need to be purified so that it can become a better and more clear channel for the Holy Spirit for the act. And so when Phyllis wrote this, she'd mentioned she had learned 7 lessons to that point. I would like to list them for you. The first was, her level of consciousness is equal to her level of acceptance. I think I'll give these without explanation, because most explain themselves. 2, peace cannot be transmitted unless the other person is ready for it. You see, Phyllis began in her youth as a painter. She worked with jewelry and things of that nature. But after her first out-of-body experience in the car accident, she took up a whole new life. This gradually opened up for her, and she counseled and trained, evaluated disabled children, and she worked with them for many years. And so over the years she has found herself traveling all over the world, consulted by many professionals, and she has helped so many people and families with disabled children. And then she realized, in looking back to the first out-of-body experience, when she said, well, that's interesting, where she saw all these little pictures. She was seeing into the future. She was seeing the people she would one day serve and work with. Now, many years later, she recognized that. Point number 3, what appears negative in the beginning may have a completely positive ending later. 4, she is responsible for what she knows and must be honest about what she doesn't know. That's especially important for a counselor. 5, to be loving and give love is more important than being right. And sometimes we say, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Use those 3 criteria before speaking in practically any situation. 6, one does not struggle to convince others, but rather oneself. 7, to listen quietly is the best teacher. Now, these were the 7 lessons she had learned so far after being in Eckankar for just a few years. Susan and Rich are pets in the home of 3 cats. And the cats run the household for the most part. Rich and Susan, they pretty much try to give the cats love and help out where they can, you know, not get underfoot, things like that. Susan and Rich usually arrange themselves around the cats, and that's how things run in that household. Well, one morning at 4 o'clock, Susan wakes up from a deep sleep to this purring in her ear. And there is Simon, the boy cat, very politely trying to wake her up. Right by her ear. That isn't his spot, you know. So she looks at his spot, which is close to her chest, and there's his sister Bella. Well, what had happened, Simon apparently woke up, decided to go get a midnight snack. While he's at the food dish in the kitchen, Bella sees his place is empty, and of course, brothers and sisters being what they are, Bella took his place, right?